Planet Automaton. The robot planet. It follows pretty standard tropes, I think. We had like a nature planet, water planet, fire planet. Okay, these slinky guys are annoying. Pretty sure that's not how slinkies work also. They don't break in half. And those Justice is Blind folks. Okay. These ones, every time you hit the grab button, they switch their, I guess, polarity? There we go. Whoops. Whoa, gosh. Uh-oh. So it's really not, like, that challenging. Whoop. Though it looks like it. That's because I'm playing very well. Whoops. There we go. So Planet Automaton tries to throw in all of the gimmicks we've had from every world so far. So we had like the bouncing things from the music world. We have some slick platforms. These are lasers. Big. There we go. We also have these shoes, which basically let us swim in midair and crash into everything. That's because there's a reward. If you get to the end of this swimming section, you can see it down there. There's the bonus, but you gotta swim fairly fast to be able to get there. And just take advantage of everything having pretty bad bounding boxes set. There we go. Especially since we're going to get healed at the end of this one. And I seem to recall this one not being super bad, because it's all about bouncing and just knowing that secret hint that I told you a little while back. Where you can use the wall grab to kind of slow yourself down. So for those big falls, you can. Now all we gotta do is just grab this scepter, I think. Good job. I feel like I've been speaking kind of oddly lately. Perhaps like attributed to a certain webcomic I've been reading. Which is a British webcomic, and I'm not typically into the British sort of style of things, but okay, this section I gotta concentrate for a second, because you gotta get the timing kind of just perfect. Oh, that's the first time I've ever done that without taking damage, so okay, that's fine. I can stop myself from swinging or walking into that pointy wall. This is a section where you want to save your stars so that you can kind of take the hits. Yeah, it sends you all the way back to the beginning of the swimming section, which is annoying as all get out. Not even just some get outs, it's like all of them. I guess we can actually pick up this reward that time. See, that's how it usually goes. Just like that. It's tricky, yeah. I mean, you can just take my word for it. You probably aren't playing this. Maybe you are. Like, maybe you probably saw this and were like, this person sucks at this game. I can be better. And by all means, please do. Like, normally I don't watch, you know, Let's Plays of my favorite games because I can't stand people being bad at my favorite games. Oh my goodness, me. So like I cannot watch Let's Plays of any of the Sonic Adventure games. Just tank the hits. It's fine. It's way easier. Especially since, like, what's annoying is that this level is not actually that long. So I've been goofing for poor reasons. This is the boss. It is a rush of enemies that stay in a format and throw themselves at you. Like that. See, I tried to, rather than dodge, I tried to be offensive. Now I gotta do the whole level over again? That's a bit of a bummer. If I wanted to, I could just start over the whole recording session, but no. Because now that we've done the level once, we should be able to do it fairly quick. Because there's not much in this level that's that, like, hard, actually. Ooh, careful, buddy. Okay. I mean, this part's kind of annoying. Oh, there's an extra life in this level? That's cool. And you can kill the laser guy? Also cool. I'm learning so much. You see, we're already back at the checkpoint. And we're not going to go for the... Maybe we will go for the bonus. Just because I've taken so many hits, like... I want it as insurance for the tricky section. Though we're kind of going a bit slower than we need to be for reaching that point. Yeah, I don't... So much for having that extra life. Okay, let's show some pro stats. There's an invisible, like, water level. Like the, not water level as in, like, a stage, but the way this, you know, kind of flying mechanic works is that there's like the maximum water level that you can go. It just keeps sinking to represent your, like, failing ability to swim in air or fly, I guess. It's how they were being tricky so that they could use all the mechanics of all the previous worlds all in the same time. There we go. Great, continue. You get another continue? That's good. I mean, We totally won't need it because, okay, because we're gonna do super great and perfectly from the rest of the for the rest of the game. This is really the last, second to last hard thing. It's fine. I wonder if there's a way to... Maybe I just don't know the controls, like, well enough. To not, like... Okay, just take the hits. Because I think this is a checkpoint also. This shooting star spinning bar. I believe there's only 4 different patterns. And it's hard to tell, that's the toughest one, the one where they all kind of descend in a line there, because it's hard to tell when they start being enemies and they stop being just background objects. Okay. So it's good to get that difficult pattern when it's on green. And I think they're like meant to rotate in. I don't know why I missed them there. You just have to hit the general, I suppose. I can't tell when they come into the foreground. Okay. We took way more hits than I really would have rather. Alright. 3 more left to do perfect. This one's the easiest one. Though it does get faster the longer you let it go on. Which I'm sure we're going to see because my hands don't move fast enough. My brain moves a little bit faster, even though it doesn't really. I was talking about how my speech has become odd because of the British comic I've been reading. Because I tend to inherit, like, aspects of whatever, I don't know, thing I'm reading. There we go. Reading or watching or whatever. Like, whenever I watch The Office, I become Jim. Because he's the character that I identify with. So I do a lot of, like, staring at the camera. Which is not a thing that normal people do, you know, so... Okay. The tricky part is that you can't reach him. There we go. Okay. Please don't do the tricky pattern. There we go. We did it. Now we just gotta get to the end of the level, which I'm pretty sure is right here. Beautiful. Hardest level of the game done with a fairly decent height bonus, so good. Okay, the brain maze. I actually like this level. This level's not bad. It's intimidating because the very first challenge, or I guess the second challenge, the first challenge is, can you put the thing into the place? Preschoolers can. Can you? It's this very first room here, because this boss is kind of challenging a bit. But we did good. I guess you could just destroy that wall. That would probably make it easier. Okay. Now we have a bit of a puzzle in the brain maze. That platform will change whether it is a vertical or a horizontal platform, depending on when you hit it. There we go. So this should take us right to the teleporter. This one's tricky also, because when you walk, you think like, you know, I gotta get around this or wait for something to happen. But no, if you walk through, it makes you think you're invisible now, but in reality, you're just in the background. It's a very interesting mechanic, I think. I like the brain maze a lot. What's this room? Okay, this room is the have you figured this mechanic out yet room. Answer is maybe. Nice. I think we're gonna need that, because I think this is the next mini boss. Yeah. So you want to get him while his feet are moving. Because that's when he loses balance. Okay. This puzzle is also not that difficult. You just don't want to get crushed, because that's an instant loss right there. That works. Okay, so now we just have to get up onto that platform there. It looks... the berry maze looks more challenging than it actually is. Hopefully this part isn't random, because what you have to do here is you have to tear apart these holes in the wall. Uh-oh, okay, it is random. Sometimes there are enemies. Oh, sometimes there's a bunch of enemies. More enemies than... It looked like it was only 2, but it was actually 5. Ah! And the... really? Hide behind this thing, like... Cripes. Okay, well... That was not nice. It was in the first one the first time, I promise to you. So this room, there's a bunch of those spinning shooting star mechanics. But you could just go this way if you wanted. But there are better rewards if you try to solve this. So if you'll be patient with me. You gotta get it right. Basically, you have to go up and to the right. Somehow that wall, I guess, is not real. So I recently got back from a trip to Japan. Well, not just Japan. It was a couple days in Seattle with my friend FSS Zilla. And then a couple days in Korea with nobody. And then a few days... Oh, is that... No. It's got to be up and to the right. And then like a week and a half in Japan. And I was gonna do a couple days in Hawaii, but I just didn't want to. Whoops. Whoops, I guess, for not spending time in Hawaii, but when we get up there, you're gonna be like, wow, that was really cool. I'm so glad that we stuck through it. Goodness gracious. Let's try this direction. I did a lot of fun things. One of my favorite things... We can't actually get up this way. But you see, it's a thing. It was New Year's, actually. New Year's, I was in Japan. Bother. And I got to do more of like a traditional experience, like semi-traditional. Like, you know, people who have lived in Japan their whole lives probably would not call it a traditional, but it was like modern traditional, contemporary traditional. We went to a restaurant, family-owned place, by this family. One of them, I guess, or I guess it's a family friend, because the family is, the mother is one of the supervisors for the JET program, which is the Japanese or English teaching in Japan. Goodness, can we not go downward, maybe? That was flawless. Our reward is an extra life. That's definitely not going to get wasted. But yeah, we got to do, you know, eat at this restaurant. We got to watch the, basically the equivalent of, whoops. I've never died in this level, so I don't know what, okay, it just takes us back to this room. Good. Every room is a checkpoint. Basically, what would equivalently be the, like the Dick Clark New Year's special. And, there we go. Just let them crash into the wall. So I got to hear a lot of the music that I've been hearing the whole trip and figure out who, you know, the... Uh-oh. Here's a perfect place to hide from all these enemies that are falling. But I suppose you probably could use this mechanic to save yourself the trouble while those people are falling. I got to play games with the family's their daughter, who was a younger kid. So we got to play Smash Bros together. And she was also teaching me English a bit. She was not English, I know English. She was teaching me Japanese. I'm gonna be careful here. Oof, that was hardly careful. Yeah, she was teaching me Japanese, which is a fun time. So we want to, there's two directions here. We could go to the right through that awful spiky area, which if we mess up, we might have to. Or we can go up. I wonder... No, we cannot just wall jump up because those spikes. We got to eat toshikoshi soba, which is the a traditional dish to be had. Uh-oh. Okay, that, you know what, that works. Because we get this bonus that's really hard, actually. This is the hardest bonus in the game, unsurprisingly. And then we went to, after we ate the soba at New Year, at the, so you gotta, like, I read how to do this. You gotta, like, hit the purple gem perfect, and then, or the purple gem is the floor? And then somehow hit that wall right behind. But it feels like the time goes way faster in this level. I'm focusing so much, and this is kind of just gonna pout. Yeah, it's good luck in Japan if you go visit 3 shrines on New Year's. So we did that. We had fun. I really liked New Year's. That was my favorite part of the trip. Whoa. Just maintain your inner patience. Oh, here's the end. That's fine. There's some secret over there to the top left, but I never did. Uranim power. Got a bit of a spelling error there. Those 2 like galaxies on the right, those aren't levels. Spoilers. Okay. So this guy's gonna be a total jerk. Okay. So this one you just wanna just keep pummeling him until he starts crying, and then inspect for damages. Okay. This is a much easier boss battle than the others that we've had so far. Perhaps we gotta like look at him from this angle. Whoa. I didn't like being so close to the wall there. There we go. Alright. Okay. Oh! Got a bit too close. But really, compared to even at a hand fall, like, that was a... The trick is just don't touch the ground, because he can't hurt you if you're in midair. Whoa. Because you have that like bit of invincibility. After you do a successful, grab attack. Whoa! When did he figure out that move? Oh, we gotta be on this side, right. Ah! My timing is real bad. It's a real bad fish. Okay. Alright. You don't know me? Okay, this works, this is fine. We're at half health, but that's a sufficient number of health. Okay, we've done a lot of damage to him. This is good. I feel like we're getting onto the red phase, and we have more health than we have had in prior attempts. Okay, and you're going to use your super Kamehameha. Okay. And you're blowing up. Hooray! Sorry, scientist person in the background there with crazy arms. Though I'm not really sorry, because... Okay, bye. You shouldn't be really surprised that there's a spaceship in a game where you play as a star. You are literally in space. Quite literally, in fact. Did any of that rambling mess make any sense to anyone other than me? I mean, I was there, so I don't have to explain my trip to myself. It all makes perfect sense to me. It was a fantastic trip. I had a real good time. So in the next episode, we will go to the final world of the game. I have been breadfiesta. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope your day is going exactly the way that you want it to. There is a world there. You can kind of see it.